Welcome to part 2 of my 3-part series about YouTube ad hooks. In this video, I'm going to be showing you 3 different hooks you can use for your YouTube ads. My name is Kyle Sullerud. I'm the founder of AdLeg, a marketing company specializing in YouTube ads. In today's video, I'm going to talk about 3 hooks you can use for your ads. And I should say that the types of hooks that I'm covering in this 3-part series are really intended for webinar ads or other information products. If you're advertising an e-commerce product or something else, these aren't necessarily the best types of hooks to use. But if you are advertising an info product, pay attention because these hooks can be very powerful. Before I get into this, let me also say I'm going to be showing you some examples here. I don't necessarily endorse or support all of the advertisers I'm going to be showing you. I'm just using these as examples of hooks. The first hook that I'll share with you today is the open loop hook. With the open loop hook, you are asking a question or sharing some information that leaves an open thought in the viewer's head. The only way to close that thought, the only way to close that loop is for them to keep watching your ad. Here are a few examples of what this looks like.
What's the best kept secret to becoming a great singer? I'm going to answer that question in 30 seconds. Let's start that clock. Hi, if you don't know who I am, my name's Aaron Anastasi.
So he uses an open loop. You want to keep watching so that you can get that question answered. And now he's using this time to introduce himself and to build up his credibility. Then he's going to come back to the answer to his open loop question. Let's look at another example of this type of hook.
If it were easy to make money in the stock market, everybody be doing it. They're not rich, and you know there's a reason why.
So here, he doesn't even tell us that he's going to reveal the reason why. It's simply implied, and that leaves an open loop so that we want to keep watching to see if he's going to tell us the reason why everybody's not rich in the stock market. Here's one more example of an open loop hook.
There is one 4-word question you must absolutely never ask a man if you want him to be your boyfriend or your husband or anything beyond just a hookup who you never hear from again. Do you know what the question is?
Really good hook, right? How would you not want to keep watching that ad to figure out what that 4-word question is? In fact, he doesn't close that loop in the ad. For 2 minutes, he keeps hinting at this 4-word question. The only way to close the loop is to go click on the ad and take the next step. This is a very effective example of an open loop hook, and actually a good example of a full open loop ad. The next type of hook is a hook that I call the power question. And the power question is a simple yes or no question. And if you're asking this question of your target customer, the answer is always going to be yes, and they're always going to want to keep watching the ad to learn more. This first example is an ad from The Motley Fool. Now, he doesn't actually open immediately with the power question hook. He introduces himself and his company, something I wouldn't recommend doing right at the beginning of the ad. But because The Motley Fool is such a big brand and a big name, he can get away with it. Let's take a look at this ad.
Hi, I'm Rex Moore with The Motley Fool in front of BMW's self-driving exhibit at CES in Las Vegas. Now, have you ever wondered how to invest in this revolutionary technology?
Have you ever wondered about how to invest in this revolutionary technology? Probably not, but just by him asking that question, now I am wondering about that, and I am going to want to get the answer from him. So he's hooked me in. I'm going to keep watching this ad.
Want to know the most common mistake men make when approaching women, but most have no clue that they're making it?
Yes. If I wasn't married, I would absolutely want to know that. That is a power question. Notice also that that is an open loop. Now, these hooks don't necessarily have to fit into one category or the other. In fact, some of the most successful hooks will utilize multiple different components. Here's one more power question example.
Do you want to know what $182 billion looks like?
Yes, I want to know what $182 billion looks like. Of course, I'm going to keep watching this ad until I at least figure out what the heck he's talking about. I will point out that the power question we just watched was extremely broad. Most people would want to know what $182 billion looks like. That means with a question like that, you're going to get a lot of unwanted views. You're going to pay for a lot of unwanted views. Some of the best power questions are going to be speaking specifically to your target audience in a way that everyone else wouldn't be interested and they would just skip the ad right away. The third type of hook I'll share in this video is the new perspective hook. With the new perspective hook, you're hooking people in by giving them a new way to think about something.
There's no such thing as a good or bad memory. There is no such thing as a good or bad memory. There's just a trained memory and an untrained memory.
So our whole lives, we've heard about people having good memories or bad memories. He's giving us a new way to think about this, a new perspective that hooks us in and gets us to want to learn more from him.
Why aren't you the landlord? Yes, you. Why aren't you the landlord? Every day you go to and from work and you look up and you see apartment buildings, self-storage facilities, office buildings, shopping centers.
There's a new perspective. He's getting people to think about what would it mean to be the landlord? Could I potentially become a real estate investor? New perspective, great hook. That wraps up today's video. If you want help with your YouTube ads, if you want the support of an experienced team behind you, that's what my company does. You can check out the link in the description to learn more. Thanks for watching today's video. Again, my name is Kyle Sullerud, and I'll see you in the next video.